Hey everyone, welcome back to our channel. If you're new here, please subscribe. I'd really love that. If you're returning, how you doing? What we're going to be talking about today are some must-have kitchen items for those of us who are of the prepared mind. And these are basic must-have kitchen items and tools that will allow us to perform most food preparation, cooking tasks, and still function in a possible scenario where we don't have power or we need to ration our power. All right. So the first one is a butter churn. And there are essentially three types of butter churns. There's the dash churn, the barrel churn, and the paddle churn. The dash churn is typically comprised of a dasher or a pole inserted in the lid of a barrel, okay? And the dasher is moved in a vertical motion like this, agitating the cream in the barrel. The barrel churn is mounted onto wooden legs, has a crank handle that will rotate the entire barrel, okay? And the paddle churn has a crank handle operating a rotating paddle inside the churn. Now the next one is cast iron or stainless steel cookware, or both. If you are cooking over a wood stove of any kind and you need durable stainless steel or cast iron cookware, aluminum tends to warp on wood cook stoves, so black cast iron pans heat evenly. They hold the heat for a long time and they don't warp. Okay. The next one is a coffee percolator or a French press. The design of today's models of coffee percolators, they remain essentially the same. At the base, you have a water chamber, which also holds the brewed coffee. The ground coffee is held in a metal basket that has been perforated to allow the water to flow through. Like the percolator, the French press design hasn't changed much since its creation. It essentially consists of a brew chamber and a plunger with a mesh filter that is attached. The most famous design has a glass brew chamber, but stainless steel is also very popular. And the coffee grounds are in constant contact with the hot water for the entire brewing process instead of making coffee with something like a pour over brewer. Now the next one are good kitchen knives. Every one of us should have really good kitchen knives, one that lasts a long time, okay? A good set of criteria to use for food prep knives include thin edge, geometry, toughness, versatility, mobility. If you can find old carbon steel knives like in a flea market or yard sales, those ones are honestly the best ones. The next thing are a grill pan and griddle. A reversible grill pan griddle has one side that's like a deeply ridged grill surface, perfect for like grilling, roasting meat, sturdy veggies, right? The other side is flat and smooth griddle to make like a big breakfast of like bacon and eggs, you know, or you can even do cookies on them, okay? Now the beauty of a grill pan / griddle combo is that it affords a much larger surface for cooking, allowing you to prepare more food all at once. All right, now let's talk about handheld can openers. I myself have never had luck with handheld can openers. Every time I buy one, literally within 6 months, it's broken and it's in the garbage. So have at least 2 of them that are sturdy, hand operated. If you can get ones that have like replaceable pieces, parts, whatever, those are much better. A swing away crank opener has been doing its thing for almost 100 years, but the ones that you can get now, they're not that great. But on a swing away easy crank opener, the leverage gained from rotary handle makes it a breeze to open however many cans that you want. It is a full steel construction with a carbon steel cutting blade that never skips. I have yet to find one of these, but I'm guessing like an estate sale would probably have one. The next one is a hand crank dough maker or a dough hook. We're talking money when we come about with a hand crank dough maker, okay? But these were a popular bread machine before electricity, even up into the 1970s. And it comes with an 8-quart stainless steel bowl and a dough hook to replace the original aluminum tub. The yoke and the handle are made of cast alloy, and the bowl measures about 12 inches in diameter and about 6.5 inches tall. And the positive locking top holds the bowl in place while you're cranking it. And the two front ends of the yoke have pegs that fit holes in the bottom rim. Now the back knob of the yoke screws down through a hole in the bowl edge, much like a woodworker's clamp, a C-clamp, okay? Just like they used to do when making large stiff batches of dough. Cradle the bowl in one arm, wrapped around holding, you know what I mean? Like doing like one of these, okay? While you crank with the other hand, going like this. So the next thing is a hand crank grain mill. And a hand crank grain mill can be used for coffee beans, cornmeal, herbs, rice, spices, and you can also use it to make nut butter, chestnut butter, pinyon butter, walnut butter, and its uses are virtually endless in my opinion, especially if you eat a lot of whole natural foods. So the next one, let's talk about hand utensils. And it's like cheese grater, slicer, ladles, meat tenderizing hammer, pastry cutter, potato vegetable peeler, rolling pins, serving forks, serving spoons, sharpening steel, slotted spoons, spatulas, a whisk, yada, yada, yada. All right. Metal and stainless steel is much better than plastic. Myself, I prefer wooden, but that's just me. I don't know if it's because I'm Italian, but I'll go on. But with stainless steel and cast iron cookware, you don't have to worry about scratches, right? So let's talk about a mortar and a pestle. Mortar and pestles are great tools to grind, pound, pulverize, and smash both wet and dry ingredients. And they are among the oldest tools, and they're not limited to just the kitchen. The mortar is a durable bowl that's commonly made of stone or ceramic or wood, and the pestle is rounded grinding club that's often made of the same material as the mortar. All right. So let's talk about a tea kettle. Stainless steel or copper works best as a kitchen appliance, in my opinion. In the winter, the steam from the tea kettle, it warms and moisturizes the air. Just don't let it boil down before refilling it, all right? So the last one is a Zeer pot, Z-E-E-R. A Zeer pot is a refrigeration method. And it's a terracotta pot holding a small amount of food and surrounded by wet, sanded, nested inside of a larger one. Okay, so you got two pots, like a big one, and then you've got one that's just a little bit smaller, and it's surrounded by wet sand. Okay, now using the principle of evaporative cooling, it cools dairy, meat, meds, produce, and water. So these are just some things that I wanted to put like a little, birdie in your ear. I did find some products that are budget friendly-ish, and those links are in the description box below. Okay. All right, guys, that's all for this video. I'll see you in the next one. You stay safe, you stay positive, you keep prepping, and as always, fear less. Ciao.